Oh my gosh, I just picked up the wheels from the powder coater. They look incredible. I could not be happier with the results. Oh my gosh, they look amazing. Yeah, it's been a 2-week period between the sandblasting and the powder coating. I've had the tires and wheels off of the tractor for 2 weeks now. I cannot wait to bolt them back on. I did a video of the repair on that front drive seal. So check out that video. I did a video of just doing that repair. So, all right, let's not wait any longer. Let's start putting these things back on the tractor. I can't wait to see them on there. Oh, got it. Oh, maybe I should have bought new bolts to hold the wheels on. What a thought. Oh well, it'll look fine. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm loving it. I'm excited. Really tight fit on this front hub. Trying to keep the socket from making contact with the wheels. I think they make that center hub so tight is to probably help from breaking the wheel studs when you got weight on the front. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Oh, it's starting to look beautiful. So Trenton bought new side panels for it. Here's one new side panel. There's the other new side panel. He bought a new hood for it. Let me show you what's wrong with the hood though. Yeah, right here you can see it really good. See how dull the top of the hood is? The gas fill cap, all scratched up from shipping. Took pictures, sent it to the eBay seller. He offered a 20% discount if we kept the hood, or he'd ship us out a new one and a return label. And we're like, no, we'll take the new one without the scratches. That's kind of why we're trying to do this right now, is to really doll up the tractor. And oh, there was no way I could live with all of this scratching. Oh my gosh. We opened up the box, we were just heartbroken. It was in this, but personally, I think maybe the bubbles should be towards the hood and not this smooth side, because it just rubbed her raw, some would say. So yeah, that was really disappointing to see that. Oh, look at that. Looking good. I like it. All right, we're gonna stick the loader on so we can do some welding on that. Okay, let's prep this couple areas that I want to be able to weld up and fix these cracks. So let me set you guys. Let me grab the grinder and get rid of some paint and put a little groove in there where the weld is going to go. Try not to cover the camera full of sparks here. The other area I want to address is down in here where it kind of cams onto the arms on the tractor. It's getting kind of wore out in there, so I'm going to clean that up with the grinder, and then I'm going to add some weld to the faces on there, and then I'll clean it up again when I'm done. I think that'll help kind of tighten things back up a little bit. I just had a neighbor get a hold of me the other day and asked if I could weld some tie-down rings onto their trailer for them. So I'm going to take a couple minutes off from the loader, and Trenton's backing this project into the shop. And I'll fix this up quick for the neighbor, and he can bring it back over to him. Yeah, just a quick little welding project. The new hood showed up for the tractor. Little less scratches in it. There's still a couple. Trenton got a hold of the eBay seller. They sent us out this hood free of charge and told us to keep the first hood instead of sending it back. Trenton suggested them maybe packaging better and shipping it with the bottom edge of the hood facing down the box. The problem is they're putting them in there upside down, putting the shipping label on, so it's riding on the face the whole time when it's being transported. So it's putting scratches all over the top of the hood. So he suggested to them to put it this way. eBay seller thanked him for that advice, and he was going to get a hold of his shipping manager and suggest to them to put it in the hoods in the other way into the box and have them ride the top side upwards, maybe prevent them from being scratched. So he's going to get the decals on there, and he's installing that on the tractor today while I'm doing some welding. So let's get some paint ground off on this trailer so we can get these tie downs welded on. Kind of a tight area to get in here. They tried to take their fenders off for me and they couldn't get them off, so I said, well, I'll make do, just leave them on. So it's a little tight back here. All right, 2 more to go. Well, while the trailer tie-down lugs are cooling down, so I can paint them, we'll move on over to the loader over here and do a little welding on that. All right, that's a wrap on the neighbor's trailer. Everything's welded and painted, and Trenton's going to pull it back over to them. One little project done, and the other one that got done is Trenton got the hood on the tractor. The new hood and side panels look absolutely gorgeous on there. Now we're gonna have to do a little bit of waxing on this. This panel, pretty tough to replace with the cab on. They sell them, but I did not think there was any way we'd be able to do it with the cab on. So they actually sent a new decal that we can stick on here. And we're looking into possibly replacing that decal. Trenton says, yep.
Gotta do it.
But I think actually once he gets this trailer back, or brings the trailer back when he comes back, I'm going to show him how to run my tire groover. And I think we're going to groove these tires a little bit. I got an idea for him. And I don't think it's going to hurt. I think if anything, it's going to improve it for in the wintertime on ice. And so yeah, we're going to put some grooves in these tires. I was going to replace them when we did the wheels, but I could not justify the $1,000 for new tires. I just could not do it. So I think we're gonna groove them. What a better set of tires to play around with than an old used set of tires. Let's see what we come up with on those. Well, here we go. Got the tire groover going. Kind of got the tires marked out on where I want to cut them. It's been working good. It's one of them things where you just got to have patience. We'll let the groover do the work. Push too hard, you'll break the knife. Just got to be patient. It don't take very long. Maybe there's a bigger science than what I'm doing. I'm probably grooving them in the wrong direction. Being I'm cutting them that way, maybe they should be cut that way for the direction of the tire. But I'm thinking if that matters, then they'll work great for when I'm backing up because these are already lugged that direction for forward. So if these are for reverse then, maybe I got the ultimate tire here then. That's what I'm thinking. We'll just keep cutting away. It don't take too long. So these tires are very old, original to the tractor, getting very wore out. So I figured, you know what? If I do this, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Nothing here is gonna get hurt by doing what I'm doing. So that's what I got going on. Been doing the front ones, I'm just doing one cut per lug. Just kind of splitting the lug right in half. So let's cut a couple on the front here. I got different width cutters. This one's a quarter, or made a 3/8, and I have a 3/4 wide one for taking out massive amounts of rubber. But I figured this is about all I needed. So I'm just trying to help on ice, basically, for when I'm snow blowing. It seems like I lack traction with these bigger flat lugs like this. I think turf tires would be better, more ideal for snow blowing. These tires are more ideal for dirt work. Maybe by doing this, might have a good combination going on here. I don't know what it can hurt. I really don't. Did it for years on the off-road tires all the time, and it always improved them. So I don't know why this would hurt, do anything wrong here. Okay, we're gonna get the loader hook back up for a test fit. And that is what it looks like after you groove 4 tires. That is what's left over after grooving 4 tires. Well, I think that's going to conclude the video series of working on the 4410. We got the axle seal replaced. We got the wheels powder coated. We got the bucket powder coated. And you seen me welding up the cracks. And the other thing I did was weld up the wear points down here where the loader hooks on to the bracket that comes off the frame. And Trenton, give this thing a wiggle once. Grab the loader arms and wiggle. You would not, I should have shown this before we started on how bad this loader slopped. I mean, it was terrible. You'd call logs or dirt and everything was just flopping back. It was terrible. And that was because that was all wore out down there. And so I built it up with weld, ground everything back into place, got everything fitting nice and tight again. There was like a guide point back here that was wore out too. I welded that back up. What a dramatic difference that made on all this on the loader. So this fall, like I said, I'll take the loader off, take it all apart, sandblast, powder coat the loader. And I think the tractor will be looking pretty sexy again after owning it for as long as I have and really not doing a lot to as far as cosmetic. Trenton got the new hood on, also side panels. He put the other decal on as he was working on it here earlier. He put the continued of the decal on. We talked about it earlier in the video about doing it, and he got it done. So yeah, I'm very happy with what we got done on it. Next up is Trenton's John Deere 430. Come in here, I'll give you a little sneak peeky of what we got going on. He's gonna do a little sandblast and powder coat too. We gotta do a little body work back here on fixing that opening for his tail light. But yeah, he took his tins off. He's got a pile going on in here somewhere. They're sitting outside. We'll take a look at them. But yeah, he's going to redo his 430. So he's got his side tins on all this stuff on a 430. Everything's metal. So he's bringing all this in to get a sandblast and powder coated. Yeah, trying to jazzy up his John Deere a little bit too. Two very sharp looking John Deeres when we're done working on everything. So thanks for watching this series, everybody. Like I said, if you enjoy what Trent and I also work on, I'm going to keep doing it this summer. A lot of summers we don't really put out much for videos because our channel is pretty much players triples. But I figured, you know, man, me and Trenton work on so much stuff all the time. Kind of want to show you other stuff too. So we're going to do a walk around of the vintage camper here coming up in the next week or so. Megan's just finishing up the last couple curtains in there. But that's a wrap. That thing's done. So yeah, we'll do a walk around of that in the next week or so. So thanks for watching, everybody. Trenton's just getting the hydraulic lines hooked up for the grapple. And thanks, everybody. See you in the next video.